Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best 6 synergies within the Brawl Stars meta right now. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright guys, jumping into the 6th best synergy right now inside of Brawl Stars. I've gone with Colette and Cole. So you might be thinking, well, these two brawlers don't completely synergize on the front of it, but the main reason why I'm making putting this in the synergy list is mainly because, especially in the Power League kind of format, Colette and Cole together are so dangerous when picked together, because Colette is literally the biggest Cole counter, so that's why I feel like they actually synergize really well. Also, Colette can counter a lot of what counters Cole, so of course they're going to have really good synergy together. So I'm going to pop my Gadget here, should be able to heal up a lot from the buzz, take him down as well, get some healing off of the BB. Okay, looks like Dennis might be able to score. Actually, no, Mortis has got his supers. No way he's going to be able to score this one. Just going to heal up back here. But yeah, it's going to be one of the most annoying synergies as well. I think like Gale and Cole can synergize really well. I think a couple of other ones are missed out on, like Gale and Tanks. It's not really the most maps to play Gale and Tanks on right now, but it is a really good synergy, especially on maps like Kaboom Canyon. Colette, I'm just popping off with Colette right now. Absolutely insane. I think Dennis, oh, okay, might have been able to score that right there. I nearly got a triple kill. That's just showing how good Colette is right now. I mean, Colette is literally a top 10 brawler. Carl is basically that type of brawler as well. So this one's mainly is synergies. All the other ones, by the way, will be actual like proper synergies, but I thought for this one, I felt like it was pretty important to add them on the list. So hopefully I could get some good healing off of the Mortis. Just going to spam my auto aim right there just to try and get my super off much quicker. I think I should be able to at least distract the BB right there. So I know I probably wouldn't have been able to kill the BB, but I needed to buy some time for Dennis to make the goal, or at least try and attempt to. I've got to be careful against this Mortis because he can counter me pretty well. BB does waste a knockback, but unfortunately Buzz does get his super in time. I might be able to, okay. That was a really weird interaction. I was supered and he supered at the same time. If I had pushed it, I think I would have countered him a little bit harder. And yeah, on the front of it before this game loaded in, I should have probably gone push it to counter Tanks a little bit harder, but I normally do prefer just mass attacks overall, just in case there's an unfavorable matchup, and then mass attacks can really help me out, especially when combined with my gadgets. So Mortis going in here. Hopefully we can give enough time to make a little bit of a comeback. We've got our super again here. Mortis probably going to super in, and yeah, that's probably going to be the loss there. So even though we're talking about the best synergies, we're not going to win this game, unfortunately, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the better synergies. So that's going to be the first one right there. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, so now moving into the 5th best synergy in Brawl Stars right now, we have a Byron plus an assassin. Mainly the likes of, well, Buzz and Ash are pretty good. But although Byron isn't like the complete best, I still feel like in some cases he can get away with going a Byron with an assassin. Of course, like Byron probably would have been like the best synergy in Brawl Stars before his nerf. His recent nerf did kill him off pretty much. But yeah, I still think it's an important synergy to note, because I think if you can protect your Byron pretty well, if you're playing on like a pretty defensive map, then Byron can get a lot of value. It's normally just the maps which tend to, well, you tend to get caught out a lot more by the aggressive brawlers, is where Byron tends to struggle. But you see him a lot in Bounty right now, so yeah, that's mainly where you're going to be seeing the Byron. But yeah, literally Byron with anyone is going to synergize pretty well. But as I said, normally the tankier brawlers you're going to pair better with. So unfortunately Tara does get a good pull there. I actually got my super just in time to counter that Tara pull. Rico's going to try it, and we're kind of getting countered a little bit here. We've got a Stu breaking up the walls to counter our tanks, and we've just got a Tara relentlessly running into the grass in the middle. I'm just going to throw out my super here because that's going to kill the Stu right here. Tara's probably going to be close and kill Dennis, and yeah, we're constantly on the back foot right here. I'm trying to pop off as much as possible, but it's pretty hard. Tara again with the pull. So not really showcasing the synergies as well as I probably could. Also, as well, I didn't mention in the intro, I'm going to be casting Case of Cup today, which is going to be a little bit interesting. I've not really planned as much as I probably would if I would have got like more of a notice, but I'm just kind of filling in and helping out. Unfortunately, we are going to concede there again. But yeah, I'm just going to be trying out things. Definitely want to test out whether I've got enough to really cast in the future. So a good experience anyway and good fun. Dennis going to go in here. I'm hoping a pass up to Dennis should secure us a goal pretty much. Okay, no. Looks like we're probably going to lose every single game in this video, but oh well, we're here for the vibes and here for the laughs anyways. But let me know what type of synergies you like the most in Brawl Stars right now. Like, obviously there's a ton of synergies, but I actually struggled to make like a definitive top 5, right? Because of course there's a lot of brawlers that synergize well with a lot of others. Like Max, for example, can synergize with literally everyone. We've got Poco can synergize with literally everyone. All the meta brawlers can synergize with anyone because of how strong they are. Let's see if we can make a goal happen here. I'd laugh if we actually don't somehow score, and somehow we actually come back after such a bad start. I think once I stopped trying, we managed to make a bit of a comeback, but it's gonna be pretty hard against like a Stu and all this kind of range, especially in overtime. Gonna pop our super right here, hoping to get, oh no, I was hoping to get a double splash. Got Stu going in as well. It's got to really rely on me to carry, but I don't think we're really going to win this one unless we pull something out of the bag. We've got Dennis on defense, and yeah, that's going to be an L. But Byron with any tanks, trust me, it's going to be really strong. Stu somehow missed that one. I was about to end off that one, but that is pretty hilarious. I'd laugh if we actually manage to come back and win here. I'm going to pass this off to Dennis. Stu with long dash is pretty obnoxious. Let's just keep it at that. Getting close to super myself here. Going to use it on the Stu, and hopefully my teammates can convert this 2v2. It's pretty hard though. Like Buzz in overtime, pretty screwed. Let's see if we can manage to get a last gasp winner. If not, it's pretty chalk. Let's see. Getting close to my super right here. Stu's probably going to get his in time, and yeah, we're not going to win this one. But yeah, Byron, he's going to synergize with pretty much every single brawler. Not so much in like in previous metas, but still synergizing. Let's hop into the next one. Let's jump into the next brawler synergy. At number 4, we have a Bo and a brawler that is going to have a really influential super. So whether that be a brawler like Penny, whether that be like Jean, I'm trying to think of some others top of my head as well. Maybe like a Tara on double swoosh, but again, it's mainly on knockouts. So knockout's going to be like the really annoying node, and also like hot zone if you're playing like a Penny, for example, it can be pretty toxic, like the combination of the Penny turret and also the bone mines. But specifically in knockout, because really defensive maps, you can get a lot of value out of the bow totem, and then once you start to build up your supers, it's going to be really hard for the enemy teams to really do anything. So I'm going to again pop my gadget down. Going to use it to hopefully break open as many walls as possible. Kind of getting pushed back a little bit too much by this Sprout and Rico. Hopefully we can keep it dodging and survive. Looks like Dennis is going to get a really good aggro play right there. Hopefully he can synergize with Jacob to get us a win. Nice from Dennis. He's going to clutch up so incredibly hard right here. But yeah, trying to think of maps in particular that has got a really good like Bow Penny synergy, like Ring of Fire, for example. I feel like that's a pretty toxic map because you can put the mines in the middle, and then you got a Penny turret constantly like forcing people in uncomfortable positions. It's a pretty good synergy. Let me know whether you agree. I think personally it's got to be pretty OP, and I do see it a lot of times on maps like Golden Gulch as well. If you have brawlers on your team that have a good super, a lot of times you can afford to be so defensive and just camp and get that super in the back. So again, just going to run back here and farm my super a little bit whilst that Sprout wall is chucking by. I mean, he's going to actually push up here. I would have probably just sat there, but he's going to go for it. I mean, I've got the upgrade. As long as Jacob doesn't go down, we should be able to close this one out. So Janet's going to actually near enough go into those mines right there. I'm getting tapped by literally everything, and it's down to Jacob to hopefully clutch it up. I mean, this is such a poor performance in this video. Normally, videos are a lot of higher standard, but we're probably going to lose every single game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose every single game in this video, but unfortunately I haven't got like complete the most time to record, so yeah, it doesn't really matter if I get the loss. Also, it's really good for wall breaks, like Ruffs and Bow together, like breaking up the entire map is pretty strong, so that's also one thing to note. Okay, let's try and sweat this one up and try and at least get one win right here. So again, Janet's going to go pretty weak right here. I mean, we just got to be careful of his Sprout. Sprout's the main one, especially once he gets his walls and gets in an annoying position. He's going to be countering it the most. So we've got some good pressure with the mines right here. Janet's trying to bait them out, so let's try chip her down whilst she does that. We've got position of the map, so a knockout, that is of course crucial. If you can force them closer towards the gas, you should be able to win a lot of these fights. We've got Sprout again forcing his way over there. Janet's going to continue to be really low, and we're in a decent position here. I'm hoping Sprout goes into that mine right there. Janet kind of try and trip that one over. She does actually successfully do so, and now I'm nowhere near my mine, so now we're pretty screwed, to be honest, because Sprout again in these latest zones so good. Janet going to get pieced by me. Sprout has a wall, but I don't think that's really going to do too much. Rico going to be going pretty low, and I should be able to clutch this one up. Nice. Okay, that's finally going to be a win. That's going to be the 4th best synergy. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, jumping into the third best synergy inside of Brawl Stars right now. Should be no surprises whatsoever. We have Gene and Max. So Gene and Max was a lot better when, especially in competitive, when it was like that blind picking stage. So basically, if you guys weren't aware, last season in competitive, there was no draft, of course. So you literally had to blind pick every single time. And this synergy was absolutely insane. You don't see it too much in Power League right now, just because normally it's pretty hard to get both Max and Gene on the same team because both brawlers are so incredibly strong. But if you get this combination, it is probably like the best synergy in terms of like completely in the history of Brawl Stars. But in this meta, maybe not completely the best because, as I said, it's pretty hard and you don't really see it too often in the draft stage. But pretty much Max with anyone's going to synergize pretty well, right? You've got brawlers like Ems who Max synergizes with so incredibly well. And again, literally anyone, any brawler with a little bit of pressure, like Max can of course do really well with, like Tara as well. Previous metas, Tara's just paired so well with Max because once you get your super Tara, you can just speed up into anyone and you're going to absolutely delete them. So I've actually not even got into position to try and pull yet. I'm going to pull this Barley though. I should actually get taken down, but as long as we get him out, it's fair enough. I tend to do that a lot with Gene. Even if I know sometimes I'm going to die, as long as we get the brawler out, it's worth just using a pull and getting some pressure back. So it looks like we might actually record ourselves a win inside of this one because they've got such a weird synergy going together. Like they have an 8-bit and Barley. It's really weird combination to go, and also a Fang. I'm guessing these guys have just gone completely wild brawlers, but this should be a goal right here. Then we get the 8-bit down and that should be a goal. It's just a Barley left. We can just pull him. Okay, nope. That was a complete fail, but that should be a goal right there. So that's going to be the first, the third best synergy inside of Brawl Stars. Let's hop into number 2. All right, guys, jumping into the second best synergy within Brawl Stars right now, we have Stu's Gadget with Poco, but maybe like any brawler really, especially in Hot Zone. But I think the synergy is one of the best. It used to always be strong on dueling beetles anyway, like giving Poco that speed, and also brawlers like Leon as well used to be pretty strong with it. But literally Stu in Hot Zone is absolutely goated. Give anyone that speed to it and they're going to absolutely dominate. But I can think Poco is probably the best for it because he does lack range a lot, especially on like an open map like Ring of Fire. But because of this gadget, it obviously helps him with his weaknesses, right? It just helps him get into the enemy's faces and they can't do anything when a Poco is just constantly in your face, cycling supers over and over again. It's such an annoying synergy. And just because Stu's Gadget doesn't have like a timer, well, like a decay like most other gadgets, I think it's actually secretly one of the best gadgets within the game because it's going to provide ultimate value, especially if you protect it for most of the game. It's going to help your mid just win so easily. But that's going to be an easy enough win for us. Poco and a Stu Gadget just equals ultimate wins on Hot Zone. Let's hop into the best synergy now. Alright guys, so moving into the best synergy within Brawl Stars right now, we have B and Griff. B and Griff right now is incredibly dangerous. Used to always be like an underrated synergy within the game, but right now Griff, one of the best brawlers, and also B is within like the top 10 brawlers in the meta right now. It's such a strong combination. Guys should always know about this synergy. Just any wall break with like a sniper is pretty strong, but mainly because B, when the walls are open, she can like 1v3. It's absolutely insane the amount of work B can put on the map, and especially maps like this on Brawl, she's just going to clear the field with literally everyone. Such a strong synergy, and that's why I've got to put it as number 1 because Griff is literally like a top 5 brawler right now. He's literally the best in this meta than he's ever been before, and probably same with B. B's only been strong in a few other metas when like our star power's been busted. I remember also as well when like tanks got that first buff where when they received damage they got their super pretty fast. Like B was pretty meta there because she countered tanks, and now she's just strong across the board because she's just always that brawler that's going to pair with so many wall break options within this meta. So Griff, I'm just going to absolutely delete everyone right here. And Griff is actually good against everything as well. Like before he used to only really be strong against tanks, but now with the introduction of his other star power, he's actually pretty decent against everyone. So it just makes for like an ultimate combination. Not many things can actually beat it in the right map and mode. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.